Hello everybody and welcome back once again to some more Heroes of the Storm. We are hanging out on the PTR today with a few of our stream friends. We got Zanthyst, who is streaming currently, as well as myself, who's making a few videos here, queued up with viewers from said streams, you know, like Mike here. He's butchering because YOLO was his exact quote, I do believe. So we're taking a new look at Butcher. A new look at, see, I got Butcher on the brains now. Maybe I should just make that the video. Taking a look at the new Diablo. He's been reworked, which is a little bit scary, considering Diablo is, at the moment, one of the biggest tanks out there. A lot of people picking him up, which is very interesting. But they've given a pretty decent rework. This will be my third time playing him today on the PTR. And I have to say, I really like new Diablo. I can't tell you whether or not he's better, but I can tell you he's more fun to play. So the first notable change you just saw there is that our W ability, our Fire Stomp, now goes out in a cone in front of us rather than in an area around us. It also does triple damage when it comes back to us. Nope, I was trying to do that to you. Does triple damage when it comes back to us and heals us for a percentage of the damage it does, giving us a huge amount of sustain. Now to make up for that, uh-oh, am I dead? To make up for that, we did lose a little bit of sustain in our trait. Can I go in on this? Oh, goodness. That was a bad choice. We did lose a little bit of sustain on our trait, and that our souls only give us, I think it's like 0.4% per soul instead of 0.5, something like that. Pretty minuscule numbers, but just to make up for some of the regen he has in other areas now. So some of the things that they've done with him is they've really just made him a lot more dynamic, and they've really made your Fire Stomp just almost vital, I would say, to your combo. And they've really gone all out with it. Like, they've put in extra abilities and new builds where it really focuses on just spamming as many Fire Stomps out as you can to help yourself stay alive. So we're going to be taking a look at those in a little while. The other thing I've come to notice is that there seems to be a lot more of an emphasis on it's okay to lose your souls. It's fine to lose your souls. Oh, that's not what I wanted at all. And the reason I say that is because at level 4 you're going to see that we have a lot of options to very quickly get our soul count back up. So it's not nearly as impactful anymore when you actually lose it. You do still lose a lot of your, your max HP, and you do lose some of your sustain as well, as we'll look and see here in just a minute. But it's a lot easier to get back. Now, believe it or not, based on this being my third try with Diablo at the moment, okay, this is getting awkward. I actually think that there is a viable auto attack build. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up the new Life Leech. Now what the new Life Leech does is it gives me 1 soul each time I auto attack every time I auto attack a hero, I get 1 soul. So that's going to make it so that I can sustain my souls quite a bit easier. It also gives me 1.5% max health per hit, no longer does percentage damage, but if I get it all the way up to 100 souls and I sustain that, I no longer gain souls, of course, because I'm at 100, but I get 3% max health back per hit. So if I can hit that 100 mark, we end up doing a lot more sustain than we're used to at the moment. Go ahead and pull him back in here. Try to hit him with our Fire Stomp if we can. See if we can't get in position for a body block for a friendly Butcher, and it looks like that's going to work out fine. We are going to get the majority of this temple, but all in all, it looks like the enemy team is going to be able to get a little bit more of a trade on us. But yeah, let's go over his other skills here too, because this whole talent tier has been reworked. So we have Sacrificial Soul, which now gives you souls when you successfully stun somebody with your Shadow Charge, and also gives you armor, which they took away the armor from Shadow Charge by default. Now when you charge in, you instead get attack speed. So that's a way to get that back, and again, to also sustain your soul, which is what this whole tier is about. And then finally, we have Souls to the Flame, which I'm yet to actually pick up. Does he have jump? He does. But what that does is basically allows you to generate additional souls when your Fire Stomp hits. I think it's every third person that it hits. So pretty substantial, but again, it's all about really pushing those out as much as you can, trying to get as much use out of them as you can as well. Let's go ahead and pull Diablo back here, see if our team can't pick him off. Having a lot of kind of awkward Diablo versus Diablo games today. People are getting pushed just all over the place, of course. Nice pull. Let's see if we can pull someone back in. Nope, we're just gonna destroy that minion instead. Whoa! Oh, pressed the wrong button. Okay, throw a flame strike out. Hope it comes back and heals us. Come on, Mama Morals. Oh, thank you. And there, speaking of our souls, it's our 100% souls. So now, of course, we do get that 3% per auto attack back. Pretty substantial. At level, what is it, 7, I picked up Malevolence. Now, Malevolence is a custom style follow-through for Diablo, and basically what it does is it gives him additional damage anytime he uses his charge or his flip. So his shadow charge or his overpower. And that can stack twice, so you can actually hold 2 charges of that. And because we're going for the auto attack build, and because of a few talents that we're going to pick later as well, that actually adds up to a pretty substantial amount of damage. So yeah, basically follow through. Just basically means that as long as you're using your abilities and as long as you are auto-attacking as much as you can while using the set abilities, you should be okay. He might be dead. Not exactly sure I want to even be part of this. Okay, body block Diablo here. Go ahead and pull him over again. Probably shouldn't be focusing the Diablo, but you know, it's hard not to if we're being completely honest. Push him into the wall here. So one thing new Diablo actually has lost is that he doesn't have much percentage damage anymore. He used to be able to get quite a bit of percentage damage on his charge, right? Not the case anymore. Now they've actually replaced that with just pure damage, pure extra damage if you were to pick up the Shadow Charge quest. But it's a substantial amount of damage. It's like, I think it's 100% by default when you hit terrain, and then it's actually like 175 if you get the quest finished. Alright. So pretty good. I haven't actually picked it up yet, but I've seen some other people pick it up. Pretty crazy. Now you'll notice something wrong. Have you noticed what's wrong? We picked up Lightning Breath? This is something that they actually didn't touch on in the video that they showed. They showed him using Lightning Breath, but they didn't really mention that they changed it at all. So, new Lightning Breath. By default, its range has been increased, and I believe its damage as well. Don't quote me on that without checking patch notes, but for sure the range has been increased. And like I said, I think the damage as well. And it's actually, I've seen some people have some pretty good success with it. I haven't quite figured it out yet, but I've seen people do some pretty good damage, so I'm going to try that out today. As long as we're trying out new builds, we might just as well, right? I should have been up there trying to... You got that? You got that? You got that? Come back. Thank you. Oh, that increased movement speed. Wonderful. Oh, I should mention too, at level 1 I took a new ability. So I took a Feast on Fear. So what this does is that every time I stun an enemy hero with my charge, or with my flip, which also has a micro stun on it, I heal for 15% of my max health over 4 seconds. Just gives me some wonderful sustain. I'm gonna hang down here. Oh, I keep getting minions instead. Gonna hang down here and just try to clean up this wave. His wave clear, I thought at first, had gone up a decent amount because of his new flame strike, flame, fire, feed, stomp. Can you tell I don't play Diablo much? But in reality, it doesn't seem like it has too much more than it used to. So, you know, grain of salt there. I need to just back up. I wouldn't hate help down here, but we're just going to play it safe. There is 3 down here. So it should be a 4v2 up top, actually. Actually, no, they're just soaking, so I'm just going to do my best to continue soaking as well. Okay, so what do we do here? This is one talent tier I'm a little kind of iff on. Look out. There's an arrow on the way. Look out. Arrow. Stop. I think I'm going to pick up Hellfire. What this does is it grants me spell power every time my Hellfire hits somebody up to 30? Yeah, up to 30%. The thing that's important about that is that if you recall, our... I don't know what you want to call it, our whatever ability. Okay, I gotta go. Our auto attacks that do additional damage when we go in. I'm just gonna kill that real quick. Those are spell damage, so we're actually boosting that damage pretty substantially. I cannot catch her even with my increase, huh? Gonna give us a substantial auto attack increase there as well since we have our spell damage bonus. Lunara, freaking just stop if you don't mind. We should be fine as long as we don't lose our morals there. I'm real ready to turn on that. If he wants to go in. If Mike was thinking about it, I was gonna do it. Yeah. Hup. Flip. There we go. Get those butchers those staxes. He needs them. They're good for him. Good for a growing butcher. How's he doing on stacks? He's done, I can tell that. 280 already. That feels wonderful. Not even playing the butcher and it feels wonderful. Devil's Due is removed? I don't believe so. It's still there. One of very few things that hasn't been changed. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look. Right here, I want Overpowering Nightmare. This is ridiculous. So this gives us... boop? 2 additional charges. So 3 charges total of Overpower. Now, you do have to wait... I think it's a second in between each one to use them, but, like... I can't cast... Hello? Can't cast my W? Uh-oh. Blizzard, I'd like to report a bug. Also, can you guys see this? What's happening? Turn me around. Oh, that's Zanthyst, I didn't even realize. So, okay, if I can keep up with him... Okay, there we go. So I'm unbugged. Okay, we good. That was a little interesting. Probably go ahead and submit that to the bug reports. But yeah, so we picked up... Yes. Yes, I was. We picked up the Overpower. Like I said, it allows us to flip people. Again, remember, every time I flip somebody, it's a guaranteed 15% heal because of our level 1 talent. So if we can just keep up with somebody, even if we just keep flipping like the enemy Diablo, that's still just a huge amount of sustain for us. Okay, actually no, we should go do this. We should let Dahaka do that. Oh, alright. Don't know if we're getting up here in time. I'd like to, though. Doesn't look like it's gonna happen. 2 of them here. Are we going in on this? Yeah, I guess we'll get a few shots out of it. At least get the final shots. That feels good. We ready for the overpower here. There we go. Make sure we pick up those last shots, which we did. No keeps down for either team yet. Let's see if we can't make a gank happen here. Where you at, friends? Hey, Alex! Boop! Come back, Alex. Stay here, please. Grenade's too good. Yeah, I can't wait to try out some more Lunara, either. He's got that, yeah. I've only been able to play new Lunara 1 time so far, so I'm going to try to pick her up next, get a video out for that as well for you guys. Coming up on level 20 here. I'm not sure if I have any changes at level 20. He's got some tweaks. I don't know if there's any new talents, though. Gains 5 souls per hero hit. That's new. Okay. This lasts 200% longer, no longer increases the range, because I believe the new range is that range. If I'm not mistaken. I'm actually just gonna hang here for a second. I'm really not contributing to any kind of DPS here. trying to soak 20 here would be, I think, the proper... this body block, though. Sad face. Alright, get me in there. Oh my god, did you see that texture on Gazlow's... on Gazlow's stun there? It was ridiculous. I lowered the settings because I was trying to stream earlier and I was ended up having some trouble. Just running the PTR was being a little finicky. That's why I'm recording instead of streaming. And part of that, the attempt to fix that, was to lower the texture like crazy, and that really did not do anything. Looks like this is going to be GG, but I hope you guys enjoyed this quick look at the new Diablo. He feels freaking incredible. I really, really like him, like to the point where I think I'm going to start playing him a decent amount more. I'm always looking for reasons to get into more tanks, because they're kind of my weak spot right now, and I usually stick to ETC and an Uber rack, but I think with new Diablo here, I may be able to add him to my repertoire. I feel really good with him. Here's the final stats for the match, as well as a talent build for you. I'm going to try something new. I think I'm going to put up a little overlay over here, so it's a little easier to see what talents I've taken, especially considering these are all new. But yeah, new Diablo, he feels really good. I really enjoy him. I hope you guys enjoyed this first look. Make sure you do go ahead and hit that sub button, hit that bell button, and if you would like, follow me over on YouTube Gaming for more live streaming action. Also check out Zanthyst's channel, which will be in the description below. He streams a lot of Heroes, as well as a few other games. Quite often. Fun guy. Nice, tight-knit community. Definitely fun to be part of. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye!